Hey everyone, my name's Tony. Welcome to Un Mundo Raro Records, and we're back with another video today. Today I'm going to do something a little different. Instead of just doing an unboxing of what I received, which I've received hundreds of records in the last few weeks, instead of doing that, I'm going to do something a little different. Okay, one thing you guys don't know about me, my other passion besides records is photography. So I did photography for several years now. My main photography genre was portraits. I love doing portraits. I did weddings, all that stuff a little bit. Wasn't my thing. I like doing something a little more artistic. So that was my main thing. So that, along with records, one of the things I really like about records are the covers. Okay, so I think I'm gonna do a couple videos critiquing different styles of covers, maybe from artistic covers that you see like on jazz and other genres, classic rock, to cheesecake covers. So this one here is going to be about cheesecake covers, mostly from Latin America. So you might not know any of these albums, but I've been getting a lot of these lately from different countries like Colombia or Mexico, mostly like in salsa music, what else, cumbias, that type of stuff. And they were mainly used for compilation albums mostly, or just some albums that were just trying to grab your attention. Maybe some groups that weren't very photogenic, or maybe it was a thing of that time period. But I've been getting lots and lots of them. Like I would say in the hundreds of them. So right now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you 20 cheesecake covers, and we're gonna critique the photos, okay? All right, so the first one is Las Mejores Polkas by Los Hermanos Prado. Okay, I've never heard this album yet. I don't know who the Hermanos Prado are, but they said, hey, are we gonna put the brothers on the picture, or are we gonna put this beautiful young lady on the picture, scantily clad? So first thing I noticed about this picture, it's actually not a bad portrait. You got the greenery in the background, which I really like. It is not too blown out, so it's pretty cool. You got her on what looks like a pile of firewood. Something that you find a lot over there in Latin America, and like in the big giant yards and fields that people have. What I think is pretty cool about it also is, one thing is she's got an accessory, which is her hat. Me as a photographer, every time I would do portraits, I would always encourage models to bring accessories, hats, bracelets, chains, different things like that. I think they add to the photos. It's very revealing, but yet leaves a lot to the imagination. The color stands out a lot, the blue. And she has big blonde hair coming down. I think this is a pretty cool photo. So first cheesecake cover, Las Mejores Polkas de los Hermanos Hernandez, and I think this photo is pretty good. All right, next. This is Alfredo Gutierrez y sus éxitos de oro. This is I believe a Colombian album. This is interesting because it's kind of cheesecake, but at the same time looks a little more, she looks kind of hippie. If you look at the pants, she's got the flared cut up pants on the bottom. She's got, her shirt rolled up, but she's not your typical like supermodel looking girl. Looking a little closer, you see the girl, she's even got like a unibrow, I believe. So this is a little different. This is a little more hippie, not necessarily going for super revealing, but still a little bit of a cheesecake I would consider. You guys tell me, do you guys consider this cheesecake album number 2, yes or no? Besides that, I think the photo is actually very, very plain, very generic. Nothing very much blown out. Everything is pretty much on the same focal plane. Probably use a very high. It's during the day, so they probably use a high aperture. So I'm not too impressed with the photo. Again, you determine. You let me know. Is this cheesecake or is this more hippie style? All right, number 3, Eddie Santiago, El Romántico de la Salsa. Again, salsa music is notorious for this type of stuff, at least in like the ones that I come across from Colombia. Maybe not the Fania records, like the Willy Colon and those. They did a lot of artistic stuff, but a lot of the Colombian, Puerto Rican stuff, this is what you'll see. And so here we got a girl probably like in a some type of water park with a fountain in the middle, just in a bathing suit. Photo's kind of plain. I feel like it's a little blown out. You look at her face, a lot of shade going on there. So I don't think they used flash. I think this was taken in the middle of the day. A little generic on the photo. So Cheesecake album number 3. Not a big fan of the actual photography on this one. Number 4, the Latin Brothers, Salsa. Okay, this is another Colombian album from the label Fuentes. This I actually think is pretty cool. So it's cheesecake in the sense where they use a woman that looks like a model. They didn't go too revealing. They went shoulders up, but look at that image. I think that image is pretty captivating. The way she's looking at the camera, the playing with the hair, just the pose itself. I like that picture. Very good photo. Probably taken in the studio, judging by the background. I actually think this is pretty cool. I give this one a big thumbs up. What do you guys think? All right, we have Fruco y su Orquesta, Sones y Montunos. So this is another Colombian album, salsa. This is pretty interesting in the fact that, you know, they don't use the full model. This is like portraying her dancing salsa, but in a, you know, in kind of like a sexy attire. I think it's pretty interesting. Pretty good take on it. They thought, you know what can we do different instead of just showing the girl in the front? And they went with this. They went with the action shot. I think it looks pretty cool. I gave it a thumbs up. Still, the previous one was better than this, but I like this. Not bad. So this is the only English one that I got right now, only because I was going through piles and I saw it, and I thought it was pretty cool. And this is Gap Mangione. So this is cheesecake, but on the verge of artistic. I think this is very artistic. It's still cheesecake because if you look at the girl, it's a silhouette of a nude girl. She's wearing her heels, but I think this is really cool. They put her behind some blinds, you know, blew out from the back, so you get the silhouette, and it's still very captivating. So if you look at that, I thought this was a pretty cool cover. So that's Gap Mangione, and that's She and I. Good cover. Thumbs up. Next, Lo Mejor de la Sonora Ponceña. Okay, so this cover, the only thing I don't like about it is that it looks a little washed out, and I think that's just the way the cover was printed, or the image itself. That's what they intended. But I think the image is very, very, very artistic. I really like this. You know, they could have easily just stood her up and you know, with what she was wearing, and just kind of did one of those very, very revealing shots. But this was pretty artistic. Put her on the windowsill. You know, the way they sat her down. You know, it's still pretty captivating. But again, what they want is to get your eyes on that and kind of captivate you. And I think it does. It's a little artistic, nice pose. I think this was a very good photograph. Las Mejores Cumbias, Volumen 3, Los Banda Panchos. So this is a cumbia album, also from, I believe, Colombia as well. No, this is Mexican. Here's a Mexican one. So this is pretty interesting in the fact that they go straight for the revealing shot, but they use this little line to kind of cover up a little bit, and I think that actually does wonders for this. It goes from more like non-tactful to a little more tactful, just with that little censor line, and it doesn't censor it 100%, but I actually think that adds a lot to the image. The actual model, that curly hair, looks pretty cool. I think this is a beautiful photo taken in the beach. She's still wearing like her lower bathing suit. I think this is a very cool image with coconut as the accessory. Awesome picture. Give it a thumbs up. All right, here we have Super Éxitos, and this is Fabio, al estilo de Fabio Páramo. Okay, this is another Colombian album. I'm sorry if it looks a little bright because of the shine off this plastic. Actually, I have to take it out. Okay, that should be, it's about the same. So this one we have another model, just kind of in an awkward pose, I would say. The photographer probably told her, hey, you know, hold your bathing suit or your bra from the top. She did it. It looks kind of awkward. Points for the accessory, the hat, but the rock wall behind her, the pose, just a very badly taken photo, I would say. Bright daylight. I think this is a pretty bad photo. Cheesecake, yes. Does it capture your eyes? Maybe. But the photo itself, I think, is pretty, not the best. La Ninfa Morena. Okay, this is Solo Pa Baila. This is a compilation album, I believe. Yes, it's a compilation album, Volume 1 from Colombia. And I actually like this image a lot. Again, it serves its purpose of being a cheesecake cover, but the red shirt stands out. She's got, it's revealing in the sense where, if you look at that, she's got nothing under, but it's still, you know, it's captivating, but it's not, you know, how would you say, like dirty, I guess you would say. The pose is great. I would think this was probably a professional photographer who took this. Not all these covers, I guarantee you, not all these covers were taken by professionals. Some of them are probably friends and people from the album cover, the record label, because you can tell that some of those photos are really bad. This is a good photo. They did do a little bit of a blurring around the edges, silhouette, but I think it actually lends to the photo. I think it's a good image, good photographer, good model, nice picture. All right, let me take the plastic off this one. It's still probably gonna glare. This is Edmundo y su mundo de cumbias. Most of these are Colombian albums. This picture is actually pretty cool. I think the pose is good. I think the way that they actually edited afterwards for her head to be coming out of the actual photo and kind of into the album. These are old photos. Remember, Photoshop probably wasn't even available back then. So these edits I think are pretty impressive sometimes. Sometimes they're horrible, but this is pretty good, I think. What else can I say about this one? I like the pose. I think the red cover kind of takes away from her red outfit, but the actual model I think is beautiful. It captures your imagination with the open shirt, the pose. She's smiling. I like this a lot. I think this was a very good image. Okay, even big artists were not immune to cheesecake covers. And this is As Músicas de Tom Jobim, Talento Brasileiro 4. Tom Jobim is Antonio Carlos Jobim. Awesome, amazing Brazilian jazz artist. And this is pretty interesting. Again, it's different in the sense that they go away from just a normal front shot of the model, the beautiful model. They did a little, like, you know, she's laying in a little river or lake. They do the image, it's still cheesecake because, you know, it's capturing your eyes. You know, they got the image of the girl's body. I thought the butterfly was pretty interesting. I thought that was a pretty cool touch. And overall, I think this is a pretty cool image. Good use of the whole cheesecake genre, not too tacky. Tom Jobim. Okay, so if we went from artistic, we're going to downright, you know, just shoot the shot. We know what we want. And that's what you get with Pa Mi Gente Salsa. Okay, I had to put a couple little tabs here because I didn't want to leave it completely uncensored. So the interesting part about this is that if you look, you think that maybe they're twins. No, it's just one shot right down the middle. They duplicated it, flipped it, and now you got a pretty interesting shot of the same girl in the same pose. The cover is actually, she's completely nude from the top. I think it's not a bad photo, but it's a little going to the extreme of cheesecake, just blatant nudity, you know. So I think it's good. It's a good photo. It's not bad. Kind of cheesy, the effect, but I actually think it worked. And I mean, not bad, just a little more obvious nudity. Grupo Caneo, Salsa en Grande. Okay, this is a little more, I would say it's still cheesecake. I mean, it is called Ella, which is her. So maybe it's not as much cheesecake. Maybe this does lend to the name of the album. And she looks more formal. She's got the formal nightwear, like she's going to go clubbing in that era. The big hair. This is the one that had the unibrow. I thought it was pretty interesting. So maybe the style back in those days in that country. So a little cheesecake, but not too bad. Image, I think, was kind of plain. I didn't care for it too much. I actually have a like big overgrown instrument in the back, so I didn't think it was the greatest image, but still a little cheesecake, maybe not. I don't know. You guys tell me what you guys think about this. Just a formal cover or a little cheesecake? Hey, yeah. Couple more. Salsa, solamente salsa. So, Orquesta Noche Sabrosa. This studio shot, they got the red light on her side. You could tell how it shines on her on the side of her hair. So they got the red accent light, which is I thought it's pretty cool. It is, interesting. It's eye catching, but it still leaves enough to the imagination. Almost looks like a Halloween costume nowadays. So I thought this image was pretty cool. It's a studio shot, well done. And in the back, it's the same thing replicated. So I thought this was a pretty good image, pretty eye catching. Cheesecake right here, super salsa. Salsa solamente salsa. All right, here we go. A little different. Tiempo de salsa. Again, going with the beach and the bikini photos, but the difference here is, they got 3 women, no face. Again, just more detail, and they got the 2 women, leaning into the other one. It's pretty interesting. It's different. It's just a shot. I mean, it's good. It's just they cropped in there and they thought, hey, this is gonna be the interesting look, and I think it works. It's different from everything else that we've seen so far, so not too bad. I mean, it's not an amazing image, but it's not bad. Tiempo de salsa. El disco de la salsa, volumen 13. Okay, these are compilations again. Beach shot. She's on the sand. A pose shot. I think it looks pretty good. Beautiful looking model. Nice pose. Not too blatant or out there. I think it works good. Nice shot. Replicated on the back, cropped a little bit, but again, good shot. I like it. Rumba Sabrosa. So this is another studio shot here. I mean, it's well done, but I think it's a little more plain. Yeah, they got the accessories. They got the they got the drums and all that stuff. Accessories are there. I feel like it's a little more beginner when it comes to photography. A shot like this, it works. Nothing special about it. Catches your eye a little bit. Doesn't pop out either. So decent shot. Not the greatest, but cool shot. Festival Salsero. So someone here went full leather right here. But I actually think it's a good shot. Again, all the accessories, lens to the image, the hat, everything. Whatever they were trying to capture, they got it. The image itself, you got the blown out back. Little bit of highlights there. And it is a little light, the picture, like a little blown out. But overall, I like it. The model, the pose, everything. Good image. Festival Salsero. 3LP Fuentes. And last, finally, number 20. Again, I have a bunch more of these, and I'll do a couple more videos if people are interested in them. If they're not, no worries, won't do it again. But this is Vamos a Bailar. And Instrumentales Marcos Gilques, Volumen 5. Vamos a Bailar. This actually pops all the way open, I believe. Pretty cool. So I actually really like this image. This looks a little more pinup, which I thought was cool. And I actually like it just like this. She looks like a superhero. She's got the yellow polka dot bathing suit with the red. It's a coat, but it almost looks like a cape. I think this is really cool. They took it at a very low angle to catch the sky, which is very creative there. I really like that. I really like this one. Vamos a Bailar. And I also like the fact that you can pop it open and it's a full-size image. And you got the beach in the background. I think that's a beautiful shot. I think that's a good way to end this video. That was 20 cheesecake covers for you. Most of them from Latin America, except for the Gap Manjon. What do you guys think? Again, that was just my critique of the photography. Maybe we could do this for other albums. Like, for example, look, this is another salsa album. Just a generic concert shot. I don't like it. And I think it's pretty plain. I think they could have done a lot more with something like this. But that's what I'm talking about. All these crazy covers. This one is La Banda del Marquis Negro, which is the black Grand Marquis. And I thought this was pretty cool. This looks like a mafioso cover. So things like this, I got a bunch of these. I got a bunch of the normal covers. So, hey, we keep making these all day. So let me know what you guys think about the video. 20 cheesecake covers from Latin America, one from the United States. That's it. Tony, Un Mundo Raro Records, unmundoraro.com. If anyone is interested in any of these records, let me know. I'll post them up for sale on the website. If no one is, I'll post them up for sale on eBay. They'll go there eventually. But if you're interested, let me know. I'll put them on the website. There's a lot of people that I know collect records just simply for photography. I've sold a lot on eBay where they tell me I'm interested in the photo. How's the cover? So I know there's a lot of people that collect simply for that. So let me know what you guys think. We can do more of these. Tony, Un Mundo Raro, signing off. Peace out.